Hey folks, it's Lindsey Huddleston with SPS back in the building. That's right. Where am I? I'm in the city of Royal Oak over at Good Company Realty, but I'm with the man of the hour right now, Mr. Andrew Fox Jr. of the Fox team, making some great things happen. A proud Cass Tech alum representing KSI. Got to shout out your fraternity as well. Doing
Absolutely,
well.
absolutely.
Former pole mark as well. And I just want to thank you before we start anything for one being a sponsor for the upcoming SPS Road to Ford Field game of the week. That is going to be Cass Tech, which you are a proud alum, taking on Macomb. But then you're also coming on board in a major way, being a great sponsor for the Derek Coleman tip-off that's taking place December 5th, as well as the Horatio Williams Foundation two-day event, man. So I'm very thankful. But let's talk about who Andrew Fox Jr. is in this great space we're in. We're in good company, no pun intended, and you're making some things happen for people to have a better quality of life and just inspiring people just with the work you do.
Absolutely. First of all, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to tell a little bit about myself and to share some time. There's some quite natural. There's quite a few things you could have been doing, but having an opportunity to spend a little time with me, definitely appreciate it and allow me to tell a little bit about myself. Andrew Fox Jr. with Good Company Realty and the Fox team. Real estate agent serving the Metro Detroit area for the last 4.5 years, but in real estate for the last 20 years plus. And so just really enjoying the things that I'm doing right now and looking to make an impact on the community as much as I can.
Yeah. I was taken away. We were talking business, you were talking that, but when I put my sports psychology hat on and the irony that you were supporting high level sports, we're talking about the football playoffs. We got kids who are on their way to the next level. I just left an event, a signing event at the DAC. Shout out to Stephen Bernard and Anthony Bernard. What you do every day, man, sounds like the same guys that are in the gym who are going D1 or trying to go pro with the discipline and how committed you are to this business. Talk about what your daily, or I should say weekly schedule is like, because I'm so inspired by how you come put this work in.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned going to an event. Not too long ago, I actually attended a business networking event today, kind of really forecasting your business and working on your business for 2023. And the reason why that's so important is because obviously, as we begin to perfect our craft and want to go to the next level, there's also things that we have to do that athletes do as well, and that's practice, that's strategize, and also ensuring that you take a look at yourself and say, what can I do better, or what are some things that I need to improve upon? And so one of the things that I'm focused on and have been, taking a self-assessment over the last, few years and definitely last 12 months is really find out what are some of the things I can do to improve my business so that I can be better for my clients and better for myself.
Let me ask you this question. What is it like when you make yourself vulnerable to your own self? Because everything you're saying is like almost being critical of yourself. How do you manage that?
Well, I just think, as the old adage saying, to thy own self be true. And I think understanding that in order for you to be better, you have to understand that you have some things that you need to improve on,
Sure.
things that you need to work on, and not be afraid to actually be honest with yourself. I think with a lot of athletes, as well as a lot of individuals just in business in general, having self-assessment is kind of a tough thing to do. But when you're really passionate about what you want to do and truly want to be better, is extremely important that you have a self-assessment to be able to know what are some things you want to work on and go after it.
Yeah, I love that. So let's just talk about the business and the work you do. Why should someone who's looking for a home, whether it's their first home or a new home or just some work in the real estate space, why of all the people they can reach out to? I'm sure there's so many numbers that talk about how many people
Absolutely.
in this business. I know you clean, brother. I mean, you clean on them. I mean, you showroom clean. He made me go stuff my pocket square back in, make sure I'm tight. But with that being said, why should they choose you?
Well, I just think having the ability to continue to perfect your craft, to understand how important it is to, have constant improvement. So many times, over time, we rest on our laurels because we feel that, hey, we've reached a certain level. I've had a certain amount of success in real estate. I've sold quite a few homes. I've, fixed and flipped quite a few homes, but also understand too that this is one of the most important purchases for a person in their lifetime. And so not taking that lightly, understanding that what I do affects families not only just in the current time, but years to go. One of the things that we often mention is that um, building wealth is through real estate, and so owning a home is the first building block to that wealth. And so being able to help a family purchase the right home that fits their needs, but also ensuring that I continue to stay up on market trends as well as products that's going to help them succeed. Um, that's just one of the things that I think most clients should understand, that you have to have a person who's willing to not only do a self-assessment to get better for them, but also stay abreast of what the market is kind of yielding at that
And
point.
not getting set in your ways and whatever, whatnot.
Mhm.
Let's talk about you and your athletic background and coming on board and showing an interest in what we're doing as it relates to being the media sponsor for, like I said, the Derek Coleman tip-off taking place with some of the top teams in the region. Of course, your guy Horatio Williams and the Horatio Williams Foundation. Talk about why you're drawn to sports and your love of sports and what sports mean to you.
Well, I mean, as we talked about, with the Cass Tech alumni situation, you know, it is it kind of runs deep. I actually coached with Oak Park Middle School.
Mhm.
I was also one of the members of the first Cass Tech City Championship team. So
Wow.
going back there and had the opportunity to experience some college football and things of that nature as well. So I just think that sports really set the foundation for me kind of moving forward. One of our coaches, Coach Charleston Files, would say it's a great day to get better,
Mm.
and so I kind of live by that mantra. Every day there's an opportunity to get better, and sports has definitely been a catalyst for me to be able to do so. And I take that same idea and the same presence over into the business world. I
Mhm.
think there's always opportunity to improve. Every day I come into the office, I want to make sure that if there's anything that I can do better, anything I can do to further my goals. Sports has been that kind of that building block to be able to help me
Mhm.
help me do so.
So now I ask the question, what do you do when you're tired, man? You've had a long day, you may have had some success, but it's just been a hard way to go. How do you respond to that?
Well, I just think a lot of times, you have to understand that some days, you're going to be just move forward and have a level of success. There's going to be some hard days as well, but I
Hmm.
think the days that are hard, there's still a task at hand. And so understand that you have responsibilities, you have people that's dependent on you.
Absolutely.
So it's vitally important that you still continue to push forward. One of the NBA coaches, Monty Williams, said success is on the other side of hard.
Oh, yeah.
And so understanding that sometimes it's going to be hard, but success is just on the other side of that. And so I try to make sure that I dig into that and tap into that sports mindset to it's got to get done.
Yeah, gotta get done.
It's got to get done. So that's what's vitally important
And
for
I
me.
keep you pushing. I like that. As we get ready to wrap up, you talked about, more than 2 decades in the game, which is more than a lot of people can say.
Mhm.
Talk about your vision going forward, especially for those who may say, you know what, I'm ready to make a new purchase or do some work, maybe try to connect with this guy, but talk about where you see yourself going.
Well, one of the things I just try to continue to be is the consummate professional,
Sure.
ensuring that at all times I'm working on perfecting the things that I do, improving my reach, but also just understanding that I'm here to help. I'm here to
Mm.
allow me to be a servant leader. I've always been big on having impact in the community,
Hmm.
and
What
and
you're
and,
doing.
and just being able to help individuals to achieve their goals. So that's as a Fox team, as we continue to grow and develop our footprint in this community. Um, that's my vision, to continue to grow, to continue to make an impact on this community, moving forward.
Yeah. Well, let me say this to you guys. He's not just talking, he's done it. You look at his track record, he's achieved the things he set out to do. We talk privately about the goals he's working on. He's achieving those too. Not only is he doing well in business, but you're helping out the community. Any final words you have before we let you get out of here?
Again, I just want to thank you again for the opportunity to allow the community at large to find out a little bit more about Andrew Fox Jr. And I look forward to working with you and others in the future.
Yeah, we're going to make sure that happens. Hey, I appreciate you guys. This is Lindsey Hudson with SPS. Going to get up with you soon. And keep in mind, you got Andrew Fox Jr. representing the Fox team and Good Company Realty. He can help you get where you want to go. With that being said, we'll see you guys next time. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All the best. Peace.